town begins at the river. There is a park where the concrete meets the water, and the shades are cool and calm. In the clear spring air, the sun sparkled through the leaves, and its light spread into hundreds of little green rays, and the flowers are still covered in last night's dew. There is the river again, making the slow turn as it takes its journey towards the faraway sea. The aroma of herbs, the sunshine, the trembling silence of a summer afternoon fill out the space. The visitor can lodge in some of the cosy new family hotels. One truly can feel at home here. Riding along with Fico and his gorgeous horse, Major, we are going through this marvellous town on the Danube riverbank. Our walk takes us along the so-called Main Street, where calm and happy people spend their leisure time in cafes and small restaurants. The Konica Museum was built during the second half of the 18th century. Later, it was significantly redesigned. In 1956, the building became a part of the National Museum. The exhibits cover the period until 1878. There are expositions in prehistory, paleontology and archaeology. The numismatic collection contains 2,500 coins. Here in Vidin, the beautiful town on the riverbank, the past coexists with the present, while the local legends, as many as the history of this region is rich. Here different religions and ethnicities coexist peacefully. Ships come and go, one after another, while the park is enlivened by voices. Travelling on Viding is a wonderful experience indeed. The captain and his crew are warm and hospitable, and they will gladly show you around the boat with its restaurants and piano bars. Twice daily, the ship travels between Vidin and Calafat. We pass near the island where the bridge will pass. The Romanian riverbank is clearly visible. From the board of Vidin, you can easily take a look at Calafat, or you can just go for a ride in the river. Harmony and innocence, childhood and femininity. Those will be among the key words of wisdom one would need when travelling around the world. The bridge that will be erected here soon, the second one in the Bulgarian part of the Danube, will connect us to Europe and will open another gate to the world. At night, you can prepare on board the fish that you have caught during the day, drawing on traditional Danube recipes. It makes one thing of bridges and people, or a bridge between people, the connection between one person and another, between us and the others. We take a look at the courtyard of the Vidin bishopric. The library, on the other hand, was dedicated to Osman Pasvantoglu's mother. The inscription above the gate says, "I, Osman Pasvantoglu, build this library which contains precious books so that the visitor can extract knowledge and bless my late mother." The Jewish synagogue was built in 1894. The architect is still unknown. Since 1950, the building has lost its original function. The St. Dimitri Cathedral is the second biggest cathedral in Bulgaria. The height of the central dome is 33 metres. The construction of the first temple of the same name first began in the 17th century. Made of wood, it existed for 2.5 centuries. In the vicinity of the beautiful park, there are a church, a mosque and a synagogue coexisting in close proximity as a material expression of the values of tolerance and mutual respect that are so characteristic of the town's culture.
Отрече ли се от сатаната, отрекох се. Отрече ли се от сатаната, отрекох се. Отрече ли се от сатаната, отрекох се. Дух ми,
There is an ancient fortification on the riverbank. The fortification is the biggest of its kind along the riverbanks of the Danube River and one of the oldest preserved in Europe. With its architectural ensembles, it reminds us of an era that was simultaneously romantic and utterly chaotic. It's a true labyrinth of bastions, watchtowers and galleries. The castle is a real history textbook whose pages have been written by some of the most significant historical figures of the antiquity and the Middle Ages. The steep stairs that lead us up to the watchtowers tell us the story of the passage of the Celts and the Mysileites, of Emperor Trajan's military victories and his marvellous conquest of the lands north of Hemus, of the Daciate of Attila the Hun, who stormed and scorched the Roman outpost in 441 AD. Underground, in the labyrinth of galleries, or up behind the turrets, one seems to hear the steps of the medieval historian Danilo, the flapping of the Crusaders' battle flags, and their embroidered cloaks, the hooves of their armoured horses. This is a town of creators, of talented artists and adorable muses. Inspiration seems to ooze from the fireball of the setting sun. The beautiful medieval citadel is a natural filming site for many film productions. Artists are among the most curious inhabitants of the castle. Meanwhile, the puppet shows amongst the ruins of the fortification give the place a surreal, magical ambience. Annual theatre festivals are held here in the summer months. Folklore festivals, concerts and ballet performances are frequently organised here. Vidin is a site of active cultural life. Old roads, new bridges, old worlds, new people or vice versa. Here in Vidin, you once again discover that it is the road that matters, the road to the other person's art.